Hello and welcome to Calm Stuff, a monthly video series that's just really very chill. This is the first episode, so I thought to myself, we won't go too far out of the box from what we're used to on this channel. For the first episode, we're going to start off with a little video game let's play of a game called I Commissioned Some Bees, which is a very straightforward concept, really. You can see these bees flying around here. Basically, the designer of this game commissioned 10 different artists to hide bees in their artwork, and it's going to be our mission to find them. So we've got 10 different pictures here, and some bees. This is actually slightly creepy. This is exactly how I draw bees. I cannot draw to save my life, but my wife is a tattoo artist, and one day she was struggling to come up with a page of Flash and was kind of beating herself up about it. So I jokingly said, I'll do it. And I drew up some stuff, including just a burrito, a spooky bat, and then I drew some bees and wrote bee life, and they are I'm not even joking, exactly like this. They're little like pill bug things with like stripes and wings that sort of just do this. So this is already so far up my street, but let's just dive straight in. So here we go. We've got some lovely artwork here. I'll zoom out and you can see just how big it is. Quite a lot of detail. And as you may have seen at the start, there are 84 bees, 83 bees hidden in here. So let's start looking. I mean, right, first things first. That looks like a bee. Yes, 84 bees, now down to 83. That's a bee. That's certainly a bee. Bee there. That's a bee. Bee. Is that a bee? It was a bee. I thought maybe it was a bug, like a beetle, pretending to be a bee. But no, it was a bee, all right. That's a snail. That's a very intrepid worm. Can worms climb trees like that? There's a bee there. You can see its little bum. There we go. That's a bee. There's one there. Another one hiding here. They've done something very clever here. And I don't know if you've noticed what it is, but they've not coloured the bees in their typical black and yellow colouring, which makes them harder to spot. I wouldn't say I'm struggling right now. 69 bees left. That's nice. Bees. God, they get everywhere, don't they? I figured we'd look up some bee facts in a bit. And I'm curious to know how many bees actually live in a hive. Because I'd bet you it's more than 84. But then maybe this is just like a group of bees on a day out. I wouldn't say bees have stag do's. Oh, I missed this one, look. It's hiding out there in the petals. The sneaky little bee. There we go. I don't think bees have stag do's, because obviously they all serve the one queen, unless they all have a stag do together, because they're all technically wedded to the same bee. Probably not. That's all right. There's another bee there. Oh, they like being in the trees, don't they? The old bees. Another bee here. I'm excited to see how the style of the bees change over the different artists and their pictures, because were they sort of were they just told hide some bees, or were they given a specific style guide as to how these bees should be drawn? I'm really enjoying these ones with their little legs in the air, like they're just having an absolute time of their life. So a little bee rave. Bees dance. They communicate by dancing, so while it's unlikely bees have stag do's, the probabilities of them having raves are pretty high. Hive. A good pun. Let's see. Well, we've got 9 bees left to find, and I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but I'm pretty sure I found them all. We've got one here. That's 2. That's 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 100%? Oh, what's this? Oh, this is just look at the artwork some more. That's a nice feature. Because that's the thing, I guess we haven't really talked about the artwork. We just sort of dove straight in and tried to find some bees. But look how many other bugs there are. There's snails, worms, ladybirds, dragonflies, actual birds. They're not bugs. And it's a paper aeroplane, which is obviously a human construct. That's nice. How do I then... Okay, so that took us 3 minutes and 50 seconds. We're not trying to speed run. I commissioned some bees. Or bead run. Oh, this is gorgeous. Oh, wow, it's an octopus, but with, like, fields and a town on it. And I'm pretty sure I already spotted a bee next to this whale. Hidden in the whale. Okay, they are pretty similar. I think there may have been some sort of style guide issued as to the bees, but look at this devious little artist, though. Because look, that ain't a bee. There's some sort of flying apple. Oh, look at them. There's one hidden here in the antennae. We'll come back to those. Let's hoover up some of the more obvious ones. There's 100... I'm sorry. We've got 169 bees to find now. So it's safe to say they're stepping up the intensity for this one. 167. I'm afraid of whales, but that's quite a nice drawing of one. Those are birds. We'll leave them alone. Hello. That's a bee. This is gorgeous. Oh, it's a giant squid. It's not an octopus. Of course, you can tell from the conical head and these very specific arm-like suckers. Oh, limbs, rather. Anyway, right. That's a bee. There's another one. Mildly alarming that we're making them sort of go pop in a little puff of smoke, but maybe it's like we're teleporting them back to the hive. That's slightly less daunting. Oh, look at this. Look at these ones. This artist is sneaky. So you got all these lovely textured bits. M's. Makes it so easy to miss. Just a little bee hiding in the corner. There's a bee. Oh, I didn't see that one at first. That's a bee. That's a bee. There's one. There's one. That's not a bee. Clever. I thought that was a pair of wings. Oh, these look like hives. But are they... Does squid have, like... I don't think they have, like, breathing tubes like octopi do. Do they? I think they've just got this sort of hood that goes on there. Anyway. That's a bee. A couple more bees. Oof, look at this little snarl. I mean, to look at it from here, you wouldn't even know, would you? Especially like this one. Is that one there? No. I mean, I would put a print of this on my wall in a heartbeat. It's lovely. There's a bee pretending to be part of a festoon of lights. Very clever. These ones are pretending to be street lamps. Now, is this actually a bee or is this a decorative aerial? Ah, it was a bee. Thought it might be a weather vane. So you get them in all sorts of shapes. Couple more bees there. Suckers. Oh, look, there's a bee on the merry-go-round. Absolute lad. Having a great time. Might leave that one for later. We'll come back to that one. You enjoy the Ferris wheel. We'll come back to you later. We'll click on you last. shit. I mean, this bee's flying a plane. No, that's the one we're clicking last. Sorry about it, Ferris wheel bee, but this bee's a pilot. I know I shouldn't be impressed by the fact a bee is flying, but the simple truth is I am. So, call me fickle, why not? But I'm just impressed that a bee managed to master the mechanics of flying a propeller plane with what looks like an open canopy. That's impressive. Okay, 100 bees left to find. I mean, we're still in the top portion here. There's going to be loads down here. What have we missed? Have we? Oh, I thought for a second we'd already done the head, but we've not even come close. I didn't even see all these ones. 1, 2, 3. Oh wow. Yep. Are there any more bees in here? I don't think so. No, I think that's all of them. Okay. There's a bee. Oh wow, there's loads of bees here, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Half a dozen of them. It's going to give you a minute to have a look for yourself at this bit. How many bees can you see? 2. I can see 6. Any advances on 6? Can I see 6? How many can I see? 1, 2. I thought I could see 6, but I feel like I've lost one. Let's try. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one here in the corner of the squid. 5. Oh, there we go. 6. 6 bees. Oh, more festoon bees. There's a bee on what looks like a drone, which is possibly some bee-related social commentary. Do they call the workers drones, or is that wasps? I can't remember. Here's some bees hanging out in this frankly charming house, or is that a barn? Or just an enormous hive? Oh, I was so distracted by the Ferris wheel, I missed a whole bunch of them around here as well. Oh, hello. Let's have another count up. How many bees can you see? I promise you, I've looked, there are none under my face, so I'm not cheating. I can see 14 bees. Getting perilously close to telling the bee joke. I won't tell it today because it's not the sort of thing for a calm video, because it's a non-joke that puts me into hysterics every time, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and finally 14 bees. There we go. There's our 14th bee. 54 bees to go. We're getting through them, you've got to admit. There's a couple more hiding in the suckers. I wonder what the scientific name for those is. I'll have a look in a second. 50 bees to go. Oh, look. Oh, that's a good one. I was second guessing myself for a second there, but in that street lamp, you know that's a bee. There's one. And here. God, they bloody love a street light, don't they? Are you a bee or are you a moth? Hey? "43 bees to go. 40 bees. 39 little drawn bees to go. 39 little drawn bees. That's a bee. One more there. Oh, little bee, you thought you could hide from me. Here I am. And there you go. 35 bees left to get. And I'm not going to lie, it feels like we've done way more of this drawing than should be able to support 35 bees. "34. 33. There's another one in the festoon. 30. 29. 28. 27. Of course, we've got the bee flying a plane up there, so really we're looking for 26 more bees, aren't we? That's alright, that's doable. Oh, especially, this is lovely. Look at this building here. 5 windows, is it? 5 windows and a highly decorative flag? Is that what we've got on this little tower? I'd rather think not. Why, I'm beginning to suspect that more than half of these windows are, in fact, bees. And then the flag. Did that tip over from calm into slightly sinister? I think it did. Sorry about that, everyone. 20. Unintended side effect of recording this Let's Play. It has put the dog straight to sleep. She is. Spark out. It's a bee with a hot air balloon. What an intrepid little friend. This little bee stayed home. Just hanging out in their lovely bee house. Deluxe hive. 17, 16, 15 bees. 14, 13, 12 bees. Oh, what's this? Is this an elaborate doorknob? Nay, sirrah, 'tis a bee. 10, 9, 8 bees. 7 bees. Okay. I was starting to worry. I was like, where are these extra bees? Because the thing about games like this is, they're very relaxing, but if you don't keep your eyes peeled, they can become devilishly frustrating at the same time. Because we've got some bees to find. I didn't even spot this train track. That's amazing. Let's see if there are any bees on it. No. Okay. What areas haven't we really looked at? Okay, we know we've got a bee flying a plane up here. That's fine. And there's not any more in its eye. Something, the eye of the bee holder. Something. Is that a bee? It was a bee. I discounted that earlier because I thought it was a window with a crosshatch pattern. You clever little bee. Is that a bee? No. There's a bee. 2. Okay, so we've got 2 more bees. We know where one is because it's flying an honest-to-goodness plane. Where's this bee that's escaped my notice? Come on. Come on. Make yourself known. Because all your mates they've been rounded up, my friends. Do you not want to go hang out with your pals? Where are you, little bee? There you are, hiding in the bushes, is it? One bee left, and I think it's only fair that we left it to the bee that's worked out how to fly a plane. That just makes sense, doesn't it? Here we go. What's three spangly mean? I don't know what that means. Oh, that was a lovely bit of artwork. Look at that. It's my favourite so far. What are the spangly things? What are the spangly things? We can press H to get a hint. But... Oh, we should follow this direction. Okay. Oh! These are hives. I thought they were just part of the drawing. I didn't realise we have to find the hives as well. There it is. Okay, there we go. Now we've 100%ed it. Good job, the squid. Right. Ooh! Oh, bloody hell. Okay, we've got 5 hives and 150 bees to find in this jazzy grab machine. I'm awful at these. I'm really terrible at claw machines. I know that they're not designed to pay out very often. And in fact, I don't know if you know this, the people who own grab machines can set the ratio of winning. There's literally a dial in there that says pay out every X number of goes. So they could set the dial to be like every 12th activation of the claw machine is a good one. So if you've lined it up right, there's a good chance it'll grab early enough to get the toy. The rest of the time, it's kind of, it goes up later. So when you see it kind of grab, and then when it comes up, you're like, oh, I've got it. And then only when it reaches the top does it start to close. That's because the machine is trying not to pay out at that point. So they are in no uncertain terms just gambling rather than a game of skill. And yet they're quite compelling. Anyway, I'm going to look up what a sucker is actually called on a tentacle. What's a squid tentacle sucker called? Cephalopod limbs, serrated suckers. I think they might just be called suckers, Suckers. Cephalopod limbs bear numerous suckers along their ventral surface, as in octopus, squid, and cuttlefish arms, and in clusters at the ends of the tentacles, if present, as in squid and cuttlefish. They have an outer shallow cavity called an infundibulum, and a central hollow cavity called an acetabulum. There we go. Alright, let's get stuck in to this claw machine. I've also got a page of interesting bee facts up, so we can start to learn about bees as we find them. Because, okay, on a fantastical squid, perfect place for some bees. In a wood, that's where you'd expect to find them. I don't think having 145 now bees inside a grab machine is conducive to a fun day at the arcade. Call me old-fashioned, but I don't think the customers are going to be that excited to play if they might, pull out a plushy toy like this fish covered in bees, which it was, So, anyway, there's a bee. There's another one. Oh, it's Bee City in here. Not gonna lie, this chimp or monkey plush is quite sinister. I can't say I like it. This aardvark, on the other hand, absolutely adorable. I would be thrilled if I won that in a claw machine. I love aardvarks. They're just beautiful and so weird. But their noses are so powerful, it's unbelievable. Just great bunch of pals, really, aardvarks. This parrot, and I'm not saying this to disparage the artist, but because maybe this was their intent, but this parrot has absolutely committed crimes, hasn't it? Look at it. It's that is a shifty parrot, and it's not even because it's got a bee in its eye, because I just gave it an exploratory click. This is a moose. Moose are absolutely terrifying. Well, they're not terrifying, but they are huge. Like, they are proper megafauna. A couple of bees here with the kangaroo and the joey. Let's clean up these bees. It's not really safe to have bees around a kangaroo joey. There's a pig with a very curly tail. What's this? Is this a beaver? Yeah, it's got the flat tail. Oh, is that a beehive? Ha ha ha. We found you. Oh, this cheetah's cute. Let's get the bees off it. A bee off a donkey. Clever, trying to hide a couple of bees in amongst the pattern of a snake, but not clever enough. This is an otter, I assume. A badger. It's a British badger. American badgers look really very, very different. Badgers are, of course, the UK's largest native predator. There you go. Here's an owl. In a running theme, this owl also looks quite suspicious. Is that because it's smuggling a bee on the tip of its wing? Yes, yes it is. This deer looks to have a strange moustache, but it is in fact, you guessed it, a bee. 82 bees left to find. That's cute, a little salamander. Oh bloody hell, they love the cow, don't they? This cow's absolutely plastered with them. Let's have a bee fact, shall we? Let's have ourselves a lovely little bee fact. All worker bees are female. I did not know that. What do the male bees do? Oh, is this a raccoon? It's got kind of the banded tail and the mask. It's covered in bees, obviously. Of all the animals in this claw machine that you'd expect to be covered in bees, I'd say probably... Oh, actually, no. Look, that's a massive bee. That was a queen bee. So that... Okay, now I've removed it, but until then, that was the animal you'd most expect to be covered in bees. Now it's the raccoon, because they live in bins, and sometimes bees are in bins. Does that make sense? Probably not. Oh, that buffalo's got a bee on it. B is for buffalo. Here's a hippo. Another example of Earth's megafauna. Also quite scary. They're just intimidatingly powerful. There's an orca. What's this? Is this another bit of... There's some honeycomb, isn't it? Yep. Oh, and there was a duck behind it. Hello, duck. Are you eating honeycomb? Would ducks enjoy honeycomb? Kind of feel like they would. Really get their beaks in there. Oh, we're rolling now. Oh, there's another absolutely massive bee with a neck beard. Bit different. There we go. There's a wild boar behind it. Hello. How you doing, pal? A beehive. Get rid of that. Right, so we've got 48 bees left to get. And I think they're all concentrated in sort of this left portion. So let's have a look. There's a bee on the rhino. A warthog. Completely free of bees, though, which is more than I can say for this armadillo. Or this walrus. Aw, look at this guy. That's a... I guess that would be a crocodile, right? Well, that's got a really ridged back. Well, it's more like a totodile. Because alligators have teeth that only go sort of... They have an overbite, so inside their jaws, their bottom teeth are always inside their mouths. But their top teeth will sort of hang down, whereas crocodiles go both ways. They have them going up and down, which is why it looks like they're smiling compared to an alligator. Hence, never smile at a crocodile. So that's how you can tell the difference. There are other ways to tell the difference, like one of them has a sort of more rounded snout and the other has a more pointed snout. But I struggle to remember which one's which. I think it might be alligators have a more pointed snout. But I don't know. Anyway, we're not here for alligator and crocodile facts, we're here for bee facts. Let's have another one. A bee, that's each individual bee, produces a teaspoon of honey, that's about 5 grams, in her lifetime. And to produce a kilogram of honey, bees fly the equivalent of 3 times around the world in air miles. What? What? That's incredible. Okay, what's the circumference of the world? Circumference of Earth is let's do it in miles. That's 24,901 miles. So 24,901. 24,901 times 3 is 74,703 air miles to produce 1 kilogram of honey. So if we divide that by 5... No, wait, not by 5. If we divide that by... So 74,703. If we divide that by 1,000... and then times it by 5, each bee will fly, in order to produce this 1 teaspoon of honey in its life, 373.515 miles. 373.515 miles. How long does a worker bee live? Between 150 and 200 days. Wow. Bees fly a lot. In its lifetime, to produce honey, a bee will fly 373 miles. Goodness me. How about that? Good job, bees. No wonder you're taking a rest inside this claw machine. Oh, look, a porcupine. And it's found plenty of bees. Somebody should really go back and watch this and count how many times I say the word bees. Oh, a peacock. Or should I say a peacock. There's a gorilla there. There's a wolf. This drawing's great. I don't like it as much as the squid, but it's still lovely. 15 bees, 14 bees. Ooh, I missed one, look. Alright, we got a dozen bees left to find. There's a swan with loads of bees on it. Or is that a goose? That's a goose, because you can tell from the crest on the head. There's a dolphin with a bee on it. Beetle-nosed dolphin. 5 bees to go. 4, 3. Oh, look, we're ending with an octopus. How appropriate. 2, 1 bee. There it is, look, perched on the star. That was actually quite a quick one, the arcade level. We even stopped for bee and crocodile facts. What's next? Ooh, this is nice. 157 bees here. Let's try mopping some of these up with the big view, because I feel like this one's quite simple. I'm not trying to speed run this. But this is just a much easier way of doing it, isn't it? Absolutely pebble dashed with bees. Here we are, look, loads of bees pollinating flowers. It's their job. Oh, we found a honey stirrer there, like a honey dipper. Is that a... Yep, that was a little beehive there. Bees hanging out by the bottom of the waterfall. You thought you could hide from me by being the same colour as the fruit, bees. But I'm afraid it hasn't worked. If you just heard Watson snort there. Did a little grumble in her sleep. While getting comfy. Yeah, we're absolutely caning this level, aren't we? Look at this. Come on then, bees. We shall have another bee fact after we've found these final 27 bees. So the good news about this game is, when I picked it up on Steam today, because I've been meaning to play this for a while, I was like, oh, there are only 10 pictures. I might get through this a bit quick. I'm delighted to say that I commissioned some bees. This version is the first in a 4-part game series. There are 4 I commissioned some bees games. 4 of them. There's so many bees. There's so many bees. So, suffice it to say, we're not going to run out. We're definitely not going to run out. I mean, actually, these are taking longer than I anticipated anyway, so... We're not exactly going to get through this whole game today. The fun thing about it is you can reset all the levels, sure, but you can also tell it to just randomly reinsert some bees into levels, one by one. So if you want to replay a level but you don't want to find all 150 bees, you'd be like, give us 5 bees. Let me find 5 bees, please. And I'll do it for you. At random. Cheeky bee, look at that one. Okay, 1 bee left to find. Come on. I feel like zooming in is allowed when you're trying to find 1 bee. Those are birds. Some clouds. Is that a bee? Secret bee? No, an apple. You dastardly apple. How dare you? Aha! No, I've clicked on that one about 100 times. I might ask for a hint, you know. Oh wait, we've also got another bit of hive to find. Oh, I was getting away with myself. Hey, wasn't I? Way ahead of myself. Alright. I underestimated this level. There you are. Okay. Where is it? Let's ask for a little hint. Oh, it's this? No. Yes. Not sure what that was. 4 minutes 40. We did ask for a hint, so we'll call that a 30-second penalty. So, 5 minutes 10. Ooh, hello. Maybe it's the music, but this one seems slightly alarming. Should we skip this one? No. Alright. That's a hive. That's a hive. This one's more bee than it is picture. Right, we've got all the hives. 213 bees. I wouldn't say these bees are hidden. I would say that these bees have taken over. Force majeure. I like the colours on this one. Bold choices. Oh, look how many bees there are just in this little corner. I'm gonna get RSI. I won't, don't worry. RSI in this context, of course, standing for really spectacular insects. Male bees, those are the drones. There we go. Male bees have bigger eyes to help them find the queen bee. Alright. Makes sense. This one isn't really a fact, it's more a tip. To get more bees in your garden, grow more colour. Wow. There are over 20,000 different species of bee. They're found on every continent except Antarctica, which means that they can be found in the Arctic. Wait, does it just mean the Arctic isn't a continent? Yes. There we go, that's more it, isn't it? I was nearly imagining polar bees then. Because literally the naming convention for the Arctic and Antarctic is bears and Antarctic, not bears. There you go. We're down to... oh, okay, this has gone quick. Down to 32 bees. Two bees to go. There's one. Alright. The final bee. The winner of our Beetle Royale. And I think I found them. I have. 3 minutes 50. Don't mind if I do. The swirls. Oh, this one's nice. Oh, we shall be taking our time with this one, I think. What a lovely view. Reminds me of early Zelda titles. Like A Link to the Past. Or I guess like early gen Pokemon games. Well, I mean, there's your problem right there, mate. That's a house for bees. 150 bees. Okay. Oh, these ones are showing a range of emotions. This one seems to be up to something. This one's happy. This one's evil. This one appears to be doing an uwu face. That one's slightly haunted. Another one where they haven't so much hidden the bees as put them on display. But you know what? The effect is charming, so we'll let them off. Is this bee tipping us a wink? What a saucy little insect. It's another bee that looks like it's plotting something. Is there some sort of bee insurrection coming up? There's another winky bee. This bee is absolutely blissed out. Tempted to leave them alone, but can't complete the level unless I click on them, so I shall. These houses are nice as well. They look carved out of that really lovely, like, soft wood. You know, you get, like, certain children's toys. Wait, does anyone remember Brio? Brio was, like, really soft, like, smooth, very pale wood, carved into, like, train tracks. And he had trains, and they had big, chunky magnets on them that were sort of rounded, so they wouldn't snap together, so they couldn't, like, pinch your skin or anything if you were a small child, but they would still sort of hold together, and you would assemble the track and then just push the trains around. Had them when I was very young, and oh, they were an absolute delight. 106 bees hanging around near the pool, and a thing that's a tree. Look at the bee. Another uwu bee. This one looks possessed, I'm not going to lie. This one looks like it's been hollowed out by a ghost or possibly a demon, so we'll just click on that. Get it out your way. You don't need to see that. This one's my favourite so far. Not just the facial expression, but the angle. It's like it's just having a nap. It's really plonked itself down on the grass there. Boop. 83 bees left to go. This inquisitive little one popping out from behind the pink house. Looks like an ice cream cone, to be honest. "30 bees to go. 30 bees left. Oh, hello. I think we know where most of them are. Well, actually, they're still kind of dotted everywhere, aren't they? These bees look absolutely delighted to be going down a waterfall, which, in fairness, is much less of a problem if you are flying and not in the water itself. So, fair play to them. I mean, based on the evidence, it seems absolutely fantastic to be a bee. Even though we looked up how far they fly to generate 5 grams of honey, which is a long way. Okay, 6 bees left. And here they all are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And finally, with a winky, saucy little bee, 6. Complete the mushroom forest. I have. Oh, hello. Okay, here we go. This is what I was hoping for. 53 bees. And from this angle, I can't see a darn one of them. Also, this artwork's lovely. I can't say this street planning is spectacular, but look, mate, I'm just a bee wrangler. I'm not a city planner. Who am I to judge? We'll do this one, and then I'll bid you farewell for this first episode of Calm Stuff. Is that a bee? Oh, that was tiny. That was a tiny bee. Next month's episode of Calm Stuff, I reckon I'm going to whittle you something. There's a bee. There's a beehive, look. Is there? Oh, this one's fiendish. There's one. There's one. They're hidden in the shadows, look, as well. So look, there's one there. I saw that earlier and thought, no, that can't be one. There's a bee. So yeah, I took up whittling recently, and it turns out it's extremely relaxing. And I'm not awful at it, which is pleasant. The other day I whittled a tiny wooden crocodile for my friend's 6-month-old baby. I haven't given it to him yet, but hopefully he'll like it. I mean, he's not going to be mean about it. He's 6 months old. But yeah, I thought we'd just set up a camera in my living room. I'll sit in my favourite spot to whittle, which is on a little bench that's under our telly that I normally sit on when we've got company round. And I'll pop my gloves on, safety first and all that, and I'll whittle something. Just a bit different, you know. I probably won't even talk and just be whittling away at some basswood. Because, well, we play video games quite a lot on this channel, don't we? It'd be nice to do some other stuff. If I'd known she'd be this deeply asleep, I'd put a camera on the dog, but we'll do that one time as well. Here's a bee. Here's another one. What is that? Is that some honeycomb? Sneaky. This artist really took the ball and ran with it, didn't they? What's this? Is that anything? No, it's just a tiny blob of colour. I mean, these are just ninja bees, aren't they? Experts at hiding. I mean, they can change their opacity, for crying out loud. If these bees decide to take over, that's it. We're done for. No amount of clicking's going to save us then. 12, 11. No, there's another bee just hiding in the grass. There's one in the shadow. That's a bee. Can you hear the dog snoring? Bless her. I just realised this whole video I've been crouched right at the bottom of the frames and trying to see the bees. Oh, look, there's one. There's a bee. 7 bees to go. Okay. Secret bee in a doorway? No. I'm determined to do this one without hints. There's one. Sneaky little bee. We were right here before. Didn't even see you. There's one, hiding in the road. There's one in the grass. 4 bees left. Honestly, bravo to whichever artist did this one. This one's great. Got me second guessing myself. Do we still have a hive left to find? Yes, we do as well. They are not messing around. There's a bee, look. I keep thinking this is one under here, but it isn't. Starting to feel quite stuck. No, we can do this, come on. Just enjoy the artwork as well. This is meant to be a fun, relaxing little thing, rather than a frustration. I mean, it is just lovely. Look at these bold lines. It's really pleasing, the thickness versus the sort of the smooth pastel colours and sort of the finer lines of the detail, which is very suggestive, you know, like you can see this is a brick wall. It's a brick wall, mister. But this is all smooth, just to sort of sketch it in and let you know it's there. But all these lines are so firm and blocky. It's really lovely. And if you spotted a bee I haven't, don't worry about it. Don't be frustrated. There's no need to yell at your screen. I'll get to it. For now, just be in league with the bee. You know, pretend you're a team and you're enjoying how thoroughly you have me stumped. Because believe you me, there's one, look. This is getting trickier. That was a sneaky one. Hiding that right in the folds of those shadows. I'm not going to ask for a hint. I'm not going to do it. I might do it. Might in a minute. If I were a bee, where would I be hiding? Where would I hide if I were a bee? You know what? Johnny can have little a hint as a treat. Okay, there's one along this line. Is there now? Really? Is there? How? How is there one along this line? There it is, look. Oh, brutal. Absolutely brutal. The shading in the trees, of course. Oh, they really knew what they were doing on this one, didn't they? Tiny bee? No. Okay, we'll have a hint, come on. Alright, one along this line. I like that the hints are general. That no way is that a bee. No, it's not a bee. Okay. There you are. Look at you there. That's very good. Okay, one bee left. No, that was the last bee. There's one more hive? Really? One more like sort of piece of bee paraphernalia. Accoutrement of the bee. That's just a lovely drawing though, isn't it? Okay, we're going to have a hint. Okay, sort of this way, in this direction. I was wondering if it was this, but no, that's just a crack in the house. There it is, look. There's a bee, a honey stirrer. Oof. Well, the village. I think, you know what? I think that level might be my favourite in terms of the artwork and the challenge of looking at bees. But I think we'll call it there for this episode of Calm Stuff. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was relaxing. And like I say, we're going to do one of these every month. We're going to do something a bit different every time. So it'll be the dog napping, or me playing a game about bees, or next month, like I say, let's I'll strop my little whittling nose, put my gloves on, and we'll make something out of wood, which will be very nice. But in the meantime, I have a Patreon, and there's loads more stuff on the YouTube channel that's guaranteed to be more chaotic than this. But you can sort of mix and match and choose what you want to watch. If you do want to look at the Patreon and support me directly, it's patreon.com/Johnny Chiodini. And yeah, that'll about do it for this very first episode of Calm Stuff. But I just want to say thank you very much for watching, and have a lovely day. Goodbye.